One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Utah Utes offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Right on the money. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Utes pick up the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
From the gun, the ground game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Quick completion on the out route. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Utes get it past the sticks.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Keeps it on the draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Utes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So Colorado's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Snatches it on the run. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The play action fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to throw, it's Salter. He's going to fire deep. Snags it inside the 20. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to get it in. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the 1st and goal.
Slams ahead. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to bully their way in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it on the counter. Ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the Got it back. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. On the run, it's Welch. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is why Lysacle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayden. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. A A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll immediately call timeout.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Buffaloes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Welch. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll leave it with him. Gets away from one, finds room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun to give, looking for room. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll try to do it himself. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll go to the ground. Got room on the return. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Complete to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. And so a huge gain is negated by an illegal forward pass. And the Utes line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. To the air on first down. grabbed behind the line. It's Welch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for space. It's Welch. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Give to the running back. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. The Utes in the hurry up. Going up top again. Here comes the heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been...
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Utah! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 6 over Navy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Salter. With the catch, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Utes are in the hurry-up.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Throws to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Makes the grab. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive. Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
On the ground, it's Welch. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The give as they work on that clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give on the option. Runs through the tackle. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Completes it in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to